Thank you, Madam President. I'm honored to carry HB 49 for the administration today. However, more importantly, I'm honored to carry it for the people of Alaska. However, I see us carrying this as a team. Before I begin on the substance of the bill, I want to recognize this body's work on this issue this year. We prioritized crime, and we have all participated. We knew we had to get it right, and we spent 4 months doing so. I want to recognize the State Affairs Committee and Chair, the Judiciary Chair, the member from District G in front of me, Majority Leader, for their hard work and daily reminders of the crime problem in Alaska. I want to thank leadership and the Finance Co-Chair and the Finance Committee for their work on the bill. I also want to thank the minority for their hard work and participation. We did this together with the people of Alaska in crime meetings during the interim, through 54 hours of committee time, many hours of public testimony, hundreds of hours of office time, and after visiting with law enforcement, the Department of Law, the courts, corrections, and victims in both rural and urban Alaska. Madam President, Alaskans throughout the state no longer feel safe. The bill is about changing that dynamic. It is about placing victims first and ensuring that those that choose to break the law pay the consequence while we work with them to turn their lives to a better path. However, it makes a clear statement. Through this repeal replacement of Senate Bill 49, we're prioritizing public safety, we're protecting Alaskans, we are putting victims and the law-abiding first, and we will remove those from our communities that are a threat to safety and security. So do we have a crime issue? Let me share a few statistics, Madam President. From the latest FBI data, Anchorage is next to the highest on the list of high property crime rates at 54.41 per 100,000 population, or roughly 4 times the rate of New York City and 2 times the rate of LA. For violent crime, murder, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault, Alaska is #1 in the U.S. at 829 per 100,000, more than 7 times the lowest state of Maine, and more than twice the national average of 373. Then there's Alaska's dark secret, Madam President, and today we declare a formal war on sexual assault. We dealt with the Schneider loopholes in another bill that was passed this session, but we have so much more to do. In the state of Alaska, if we were a country unto itself, and we compared the number of sexual assaults per capita to the other 120 nations in the world, Alaska would be #2 in the world at 116.7 per 100,000, in front of Botswana and right behind South Africa. Alaska's sexual crime rates are 3 times higher than the national average, and child sexual assault rates are 6 times the national average. 6 times. Disproportionately, victims of sexual violence are between 11 and 17 years old. They're from all over Alaska, and they were most often attacked by someone they knew. In rural Alaska, one of the causes has to do with remoteness of local communities, where criminalization is difficult due to the lack of public safety presence. And that leads to the resulting adverse childhood experiences that lead to other crimes. Abused Alaskans hide their pain through substance abuse, property crimes to support their addiction, domestic violence, violent crimes, and too often, Madam President, suicide. By passing this bill, we make a statement. We're saying that as legislators, your representatives, we stand with victims for safer communities. We're making the statement to drug dealers, car thieves, violent offenders, or sexual offenders of our children and women, and the producers and distributors of child pornography, that they will be going to jail for a very, very long time, Madam President. For less serious criminals, we'll be making the statement that we will help you turn your life around, but you will first pay the price for your crime.